Hi, welcome to the channel. Today we have a reading for you. This is going to be a general reading. Whenever you find this video, whenever you come across it, you were meant to find it. Even if this message is not for you, it might still resonate with you or someone you know. So if it does, please, before we get started, if you're not already subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you hit subscribe, give this video a like, and let me know down below what you thought of this reading. So with that being said, let's jump in. Today I feel relaxed and calm. This morning was a bit gloomy here, which is typical for this time of year. So we have the Strength card, the Hermit card, and the Wheel of Fortune card. First impressions, these are all major arcana cards. Major arcana signify big changes, big things that are happening in your life. Do not give up. That is the first message. Do not give up. Do not retreat. It's not just this year, but it almost feels like this whole last decade has been one giant struggle, one fight after another, one defeat after another, one setback after another, but we are still here. We are still here. We get through it day by day. And I know it's hard. I know. I've been there myself. And I know it's cliche, but don't think you're alone because you're not. You're never alone. And if you think you are and you close yourself off to the idea that other people are going through the same thing you are going through, then you're going to be stuck there. Don't ever think you're stuck. Because you know what? Sure, we might have gone through some of the most traumatic events in our lives, and you feel like you just want to crawl under a rock and live there forever. And you know what? That's not a bad idea. But I'm not saying live under that rock forever. I'm saying take some time for yourself. Take this time to figure out what you want, where you want to take your life. Because ultimately, you are in control of what happens. You might not feel like you have control. I don't feel like I have control most of the times. We do the same thing every day. We wake up, we get ready, we go to work, we work for a boss who maybe doesn't understand us, or we don't understand them. We don't see eye to eye on everything. But we bare our teeth and we get through it because you know what? Even that is temporary. And then we go home and we get ready to do it all over again the next day. And I know it sounds depressing. Even me just saying it right now makes me feel so sad that that is the reality of life. But it's what we do in those moments between that really give our life substance. What do you do when no one's watching? What do you do to unwind, to relax, to disconnect, to unplug? And yes, I know it sounds funny because you are watching this video on an electronic device. But there's so much more to life out there. And don't think just because you're on this path that you think will never end, that is all there is. No, there is so much more out there, so much more left for you to explore, to experience, to learn, to do, to mess up and learn from that mistake and get up and do something else or do it again and see what happens. And you know what? If you want to go at something over and over and over and over and keep failing every single time, do it. You have the right to do that. But just remember that eventually you're going to have to realize that maybe that is not the right thing for you to do. And the sooner you realize that, the better you will be for it. The better you and the people around you will feel. Because our actions have consequences, not just to ourselves, but to the people in our lives, the people that depend on us. And I don't mean your coworkers, I don't mean your boss. No, the people we have personal relationships with, our family, our close friends, our partners. They don't want to see you fail. And if they do, you don't need them in your life. Surround yourself with the people who support you and understand you. And even though you might not want to hear it, you need the people in your life that will tell you to stop what you're doing, to snap out of it, to get your ish together, and change. Because that means that they care for you and they want you to be here, to be in their lives for a long time to come. I know I went into a little bit of a rant there at the beginning, and that's okay sometimes. It's okay to let it all out. Even if this video only gets a couple of views, somebody out there might find this helpful and useful, and that is really what matters. So again, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If you did like this, give it a like, hit subscribe if you haven't already. If you like this deck, I will link down below a full unboxing and review of this deck, and also where you can buy this deck if you're interested. And with that being said, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.